Raiders hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Looking to throw on second. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue landed.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! Watching that, Barney!
They go with Murray again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now Lynch. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
All right, here we
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Let's go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. A very solid gain of 27. And now a first down following that long gain. On the carry is Henderson, able to power through. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
So on attack, we'll see how they attack him here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Good.
To throw again. Lynch looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Henderson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now look at 56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They run with Murray. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green, back that up, Philly. All right, now look at 56.
shotgun. It's Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. The swing pass caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But he took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Henderson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
first chance for the backup here to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll drop to throw. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be taken at the 13. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38. Here's Henderson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, boom, boom. And he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Decker. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex Here round. We go! Flex round! Ohio, let's go! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round! No.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go! Red 38!
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they're operating in the red zone.
Come on, let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martellus Bennett, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Now let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And coming out now, the Broncos. And tough starting field position here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is the punter King to send it away. Fielded at the 20. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They couldn't hook up with Decker that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now running right through him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson. Complete. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions. It nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Play clock winding down. A carry for the Northern California native, Devontae Booker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. The play clock's running down. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken in at the 1. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. Hey.
They'll try the right side with Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely... And look at this, another fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hurry up, here we go.
We got 4. We got 4.
Time running out here on the play clock. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Now let's go. Green.
Booker's got it on the toss. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And McManus able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down right around the 26. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go.
Now a give. This is Murray. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Booker on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Right back to Booker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.